What's up? What's going on? You know the vibes. It's your boy. I know you haven't seen me in a minute, but as you already know, it's your boy Slade by the Dun, but my name's not Dun, your hairstylist, favorite hairstylist, and I'm back. It's been a year. Almost a year. Whatever. But on a serious note, this is a update on my life. I hate how my hair look. It don't matter, I'm finna braid it up anyway. But yeah, so it's just an update on my newfound life. Excuse the background. This is a quick, I just want to do this to get it out the way. It's going to be like just a straightforward video, no funny cutouts or stuff like that. I've been waiting to do this video because I had to wait till my lawyer said it was okay and the whole process was done with and over for. But yeah, it's a lot that y'all been missing out on. Like, I may look kind of sick. I've been losing weight, which is a good thing. But anyways, where do I start? Well, I moved. I don't know if I talked about that in my last video, but I've made 2 videos since my last one that I could have been edited and posted, but I didn't like it, or I don't know, it was something I didn't like, but I didn't do it. And that was basically, you would have been halfway caught up by then, but guess I do it now. So I finally moved to Atlanta last November. Me and my friend Q, I don't know if I should put her name out. Well, y'all don't know who that is. Q, we've been talking about being roommates for a minute, but moved to Atlanta. She got me on at her job. It's an electric battery plant for Ford and all of that. It's good money, good. Moved down here on a whim. I think a hoe had $200 to his name, but I only had $200 to my name because by that time I hadn't already did my part of rent and moving fees and all of that. So I moved down here with $200 and a basket of clothes. Yeah, I really moved down here with one basket of clothes and $200. So when I got down here, I was sleeping on the air mattress at first because I didn't have a bed or whatever. You know, typical moving stuff when you move to like a bigger city or somewhere on your own or whatever. Previous to that, we sold my grandma's house. No, we let it go back because it wasn't done getting paid for, and I didn't want to pay all the bills by myself, and there was other people staying there. Not that one person, but the other 2, yeah. So let it go back. We moved out. I was staying in a hotel for like 2 months, maybe 3 months. I don't know for sure, but I'm not gonna talk down on it because the hotel was actually kind of fun and peaceful. And I actually did it because it's not like I was never gonna do it anyway. Because if I always said if I was to move out of state, if I didn't have my own place, I'd get to stay in a hotel until I was able to get my own place. So that's what I had to do. But in that meantime, some stuff happened with me and the old friend, but we're good now, we're great. Love her down. We talked things over like adults and kept going. So, bam. God blessed me. I got a car 1 week. The next week I was moving because I had got the offer at the job that I'm at now, which I'm not there now. I'm on medical leave. So, yeah, so fast forward. Moved down here in November, working all year. Everything was going good. It was rough at first at the beginning, but as time went on, it got easier or whatnot. And as it was getting easier and started saving money in my account, having fun, exploring Atlanta, for all that it's worth and all that it gives, because you know Atlanta gives the girls what it's supposed to give. May come. I was getting ready to go to Tulum, Mexico. I had made a whole video about my shopping, all the clothes I had bought, all of that. I spent like $200-300 on clothes and shoes because I was just ready to show up and show out. But on the 16th, I got off work that morning early, and I was going to a friend to get my hair braided. Got into a car accident. It wasn't my fault. It was a 4-car accident or whatnot, and I was the 4th car because it was so dark. The cars in front of me didn't have any hazard lights and stuff like that. So by the time I actually got up to it and I tried to get over, an 18-wheeler flew by, and I had to jump back over, hit the car in front of me, which I thought it was just that one car. I'll post a picture of the car. Yeah. I didn't know it was that bad for the car. For me, yeah, but for the car, no. So I was rushed to the hospital. I know on my way, I was trying to get out the car, the SUV or whatnot, and the front of the car was stuck on my leg. So I called my roommate, my friend, and I was letting her know I got to a wreck. It happened so quick, I just remember I was going in and out, but I know when they came, the ambulance or fire truck or whoever, they kept saying, how do I feel? And I kept saying I can't feel my leg, my left leg at that point. I was like, I can't feel my leg. They was like, yeah, the car's stuck on your leg, so we're gonna have to cut you out of the car. So at that time, I'm listening to them talk me through it and tell me everything is okay. But in all honesty, I'm dozing off, not like going to sleep because I was tired, but I was dozing off because I didn't know I was losing that much blood, but I was dozing off, head going in and out, feeling woozy, starting to see a white light, but the ambulance came, they put me on the stretcher, and the lady was trying to talk me through it. And it's funny because a week later, the lady who was on the ambulance, who was talking to me and hooking me up to everything and trying to keep me woke and stable or whatever, she kept saying when she came to visit me, she was like, I was one of the funniest people that's ever been in an ambulance with her, because I remember she kept saying she was trying to talk to me, asking my name, and I was telling her my name. And the whole time, my friend was on my phone, but the lady had the phone sitting on my chest or whatever, because she knew that we was talking, and the girl was like, not the girl, my friend was like, so how you feel? Like, what's wrong? Was it a bad wreck? And I was like, me trying to be strong-willed and keep peace and don't have anybody worrying about me. Girl, here go me. Girl, it wasn't that bad. It's okay. It was a little fender bender. It wasn't that bad. And the lady on the ambulance, she was like, baby, that wreck was bad. We had to cut you out of the car. Like, you're in and out. Like, you may. She was like, I'm not trying to speak it. She was like, if we didn't get you in time 2 seconds earlier, you could have died. She was like, but we have you hooked up and all, so we're trying to keep you up until you get to the hospital, so they can do what they got to do or whatever. So by the end, I could hear my friend on the phone like, oh God, oh my gosh. And I was just like, girl, it's fine. It's okay. I'm going to call you later, whatever, blah, blah, blah. The phone hung up. But I think my phone went dead. I think. But the lady on the ambulance, she kept talking to me. She was like, do you remember what you was asking me on the ambulance? I was like, no. What you mean? She was like, you asked me if your teeth were still in your mouth. And I was like, well, my teeth did feel a little loose at the time, so I ain't, is they there? She was like, yeah, they there. And she was laughing about that. And then she was like, why do you think the wreck wasn't that bad? I said, girl, I'm about to die. I'm just trying to keep my hopes up. She was like, no, that's understandable. And then she was like, do you remember me telling you that I was going to give you some fentanyl? And I was like, girl, I remember that part. Because when she said fentanyl, I looked at it, I was like, fentanyl? She said, baby, it's the hospital grade. It's not the bad kind. You're good. You're safe. So I was just like, oh, okay. And her and the other man on the ambulance, I don't know what you call them. I need to figure that out. Because I don't want to keep calling them the girl and the boy, the man and the woman. But they was laughing about it. They was like, oh, he crazy. Like, oh, you funny or whatever. So when she got me to the hospital, she kept saying, baby, you're in good hands now. I'm going to come back and check on you. At that time, I was just like, okay, all right. And I just know I kept doing this. I don't know why. Don't know. But after that, I just remember, I'm not crazy, but I remember feeling like I was looking in the dark and it was just like building blocks everywhere in space or whatever. It was weird. I thought I was going on a psychedelic, mental thing. And I was just like, what the fuck is going on? But at that time, I didn't know I was in surgery. So I woke up with dry mouth, in pain, and I post like this. I woke up like this, didn't know what the fuck was going on, and the nurse came in there, and I kept asking her if I can get some water. She was like, no, you can't have any water, whatever, because you're about to go into your next surgery. And I was like, my next surgery? She was like, yeah, you have to have another surgery on your leg. And I was like, why? Still, knowing I was in a wreck, but I just didn't know exactly what was wrong. And she was like, you broke your leg in 3 places, and your pelvic hip bone, it was my femur. One of them two. It's my femur, but it was kind of an open wound. So they had to go through and fix all of that or whatever. So I was just like, okay, well, can I have some water? She was like, well, you can't have anything, but I can bring you some ice cubes. Okay, cool. So next thing you know, she come in there, there's another lady, and she was like, hey, we've called your aunt or whatever, and we told them what's going on. So she knows every step of the way what's going on. And she was like, do you remember anything that happened? So I told her what I remembered. And she was like, oh, you remember a lot. And I was just like, I mean, yeah. I just kind of blanked out after that. She was like, you was 2 seconds away from like meeting your maker. She didn't say it like that, but she was like, you was 2 minutes away from like meeting your maker. And I was just like, huh, okay. She was like, nah, but you're very strong and all that, blase. Okay, all right. So she was like, yeah, so you got one surgery out of the way. Now you're gonna have your other surgery, and that's for your knee and my ankle. So I was like, okay. So she's not a doctor, or she may be, anesthesiologist. It's the black lady. Every time she come get me, she always, before surgery, even the first time, not the first time, the second time, she was like, what's your favorite artist? And I was like, okay, I said Beyonce, Rihanna, the queens. She was like, well, I'm gonna put on their music for you on Spotify and just let it play through. So you can listen to it, get in a happy space while we put you under. So okay, that's kind of dope. Okay, whatever. She in there singing Love on Top. I'm in there singing it too. But then I go under. Go to surgery, come out. The rod that was on my leg or in my leg, placing everything together, it was gone. So I was just like, oh, so I finally got the rod off. She was like, no, it's in you. You got like one rod, two rods and 12 screws, 10 screws. Yeah, so it's a lot of metal in that one leg. But everything went good. I was in the hospital for another 2 weeks. Everybody who is everybody came to visit, which felt good. My friends, though, when they was in Mexico, it was for her 30th birthday. She sent me videos, FaceTime me, called me every other day or every day to see how I was feeling, see how everything was going on, let me know how the trip going, just showing me the scenery or whatever, because they was upset that I wasn't able to go. But I'm not going to lie, I'm a strong bitch, but I don't think I can say that. I'm strong, but me being in that hospital for almost a month, it really started to get to me. I don't know, I just felt like I was alone. Which, I mean, it's a hospital, yeah, you only got visitation hours for a few hours, but mentally, I was beating myself up. Because not only did I miss going on a trip, which I can go on them anytime, it's just, I knew my life was going to go on a pause, and I was going to have to sit down, sit it out, do whatever, and everything was going to be on my friend. And me being me, if you know me, I don't like that. If I can help out, I want to help out. But everything was on her. And I just kept thinking about that, because, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I may be like gay as hell and all of that, but at the same time, at the end of the day, I'm still a dude, I'm still a man, so it's still a certain type of way that I was raised to not be lazy, have respect, still help out the way you can or whatever, and it's just, I knew I couldn't do that, so it was hard, but mentally, I've had days in the hospital, I don't know. I don't know, it was just hard. So, I kept thinking about I kept thinking about my mom and my grandma, and I just kept thinking, like, if this was happening, I knew my grandma Lucille and my mom would be there at the hospital with me day and night, 24/7, spending the night, not going nowhere. And I guess because I just couldn't call, or talk to them like I'm used to, but I couldn't do it. So I guess that was also kind of, stop, breathe, get the shit out. Okay. I guess because I couldn't call and talk to them like I wanted to, it just made it even harder. Because me and my dad, I mean, this is personal business, I don't care. We was never really close like that. Like, he's always been in my life, but we've never been like close. Like, yeah, you're my dad, if I call you, you'll help me out if you can, if not, okay, whatever. But this, I actually seen him come through a different way. And I know he didn't call me for a few days, which I kept thinking about. I was just like, you ain't shit. But then he kept calling my old number. Well, he kept calling my other number. My other number is My phone is cut off because I ain't paid the bill. I ain't had no money. Bitch been broke. But so he finally called my new phone, and we talked on his lunch break and all. And my aunts and cousins, uncles, brothers, sister, they all call, text, check on me or whatever. And it felt good. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I hate it had to come to this point for me to be like, oh, talk to your family more. But they actually came through, showed up, showed out. I know my brothers, if they could have came to Georgia, they would have. But I mean, I wouldn't want them to put them through that because I'm 2.5, 3 hours. I'm 3 hours away, and they got families and my nieces and nephews to look out for, and they got to work, got wives. So it's understandable. We grown, but we talked every day, if not every other day, on Facebook and Messenger. My sister-in-law, one, I don't know the other one. I need to meet her. My sister-in-law, she'll call and she'll text me every other day, check on me, see how everything going. But the way the family came together, I was getting all the calls, the texts, even from friends on Facebook and all of that. It made me, it gave me a little closure. It helped me not think so much about my mom and my grandma. And it just showed all the love and appreciation that people have for me and I got for people. So it felt good. It felt good. I hate that I had to almost die. Or, can I say that on here? I hate that I had to almost unalive myself. Well, I didn't do it, but I was almost unalived for it to happen. But, I mean, it happens. But, I don't know. I mean, now I'm healing. My leg, the staples, the cast, all the stitches and everything is out. I'm healing. I'm learning how to walk. I'm walking slowly now, without the not crutch, the walker as much, and I don't need my wheelchair as much now. I've been going to physical therapy 2 times a week. He been putting me through hell, but he been doing it. So, yeah, my life just took a mean turnaround. And it made me sit back and think on how I need to start living for the moment. I'm not gonna say that's all I got out of it, but I need to start living for the moment and stop trying to stress and worry about little stuff like bills, money, saving up. Because either way it goes, still, yes, still save up, still pay your bills. But it's just like, don't put so much emphasis on it. Like, if you got it, go ahead and do it. Get it out the way, get everything paid. Don't stress about trying to save up, do this, plan this out, plan it out. Just live in the moment. So that's something I got out of it. I'm still trying to figure out other stuff. I need to find me a therapist. I'm not gonna lie. Because it's more so of just, it's the nightmares now. Like, I'm just now starting to go to sleep and not be in pain. But it's like now the wreck just keeps playing over and over and waking me up out my sleep. Oh, I hate it. Oh, it's getting on my nerves. But I'm strong. I'm a strong hoe. So I'm just gonna find me a therapist, talk to them, try to figure out ways that I can cope with it. Because the nightmares from that wreck just keep popping up. If not every night, every other night. And I can go to sleep at like 11 o'clock. Wake up at 3, just in the middle of the night because of a nightmare, dream or nightmare or whatever. And then try to go back to sleep. It's a lot. I didn't think that being in a wreck this big was gonna be that dramatic or have that much trauma or force with me. But obviously God said, I'm gonna have to slow you down. You need to focus, get connected, and do what you need to do. So in the process of me trying to heal and try not to get stiff from laying in this bed all day, which it's messy, I know, mind your business. I jumped up this morning, I didn't jump. I got up this morning real fast so I wouldn't be late for therapy and didn't think to make up my bed. I wasn't raised like that. But, yeah, and I've been wanting to come back to YouTube, but this was the main video I wanted to do and get out. But my lawyer kept telling me to wait. But now since that's over, she was like, go ahead, you got it. So I couldn't think of other content to do because I wanted to just do this one first. And then I was like, everything else to come afterwards. But now since I got this out of the way, I'm healing, getting stronger every day. I'm working on a few things. I lied. I'm not working on some things because I can't do nothing. But I'm mentally and writing down stuff that I want to work on. Like, I want to come out with a hair care line and a skincare line. So I've been writing down some formulas and stuff, talking to people. So hopefully by January I have something started. But that's that for this video. I know it's a lot, but I just wanted to come raw without all the other extra edits and stuff like that and drama and stress, and just talk about it because a lot of people don't actually know, but they want to know. But thank you everybody for the texts, the calls, the messages on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all of that. Like, thank you for bearing with a bitch. It's up from here. So the only thing I can say is I'm gonna keep on healing, keep getting strong, and start pushing out content. Cause I don't have nothing else to do. I'm just sitting here laying in bed. Well, I ain't laying in bed as much now because I be trying to get up and walk. You get what I'm saying. But that's that. Thank you, everybody. Love you. See you in a few or around next video. Come back. Subscribe, like, share, do all of that. But thank you, everybody, for checking up on me. It meant a lot. I may not can say thank you to everybody, but I'm trying to now. So, thank you. Keep me in your prayers. I said what I said. Love you. And I'm out.